Liverpool have made it to the Bronx. New York City, the world-famous Yankee Stadium, plays host to game number 2 of the Reds pre-season. A win in Nashville, Andoni Iraola will be fully expectant of them continuing on that very same path. It's Liverpool versus Wrexham. All the action gets underway at 12:30 a.m. UK time. That's 7:30 p.m. here in New York, and you can watch all of Liverpool's remaining friendlies live on LFC TV, online on the club app, and via connected TV with all red video. And there's a 2-week free trial if you want to jump on board and watch with us. video.liverpoolfc.com to sign up now. Some great games ahead to watch over the next couple of weeks as we warm up to a brand new season, and we've brought out some football royalty your way in New York tonight in the form of Phil Thompson and Robbie Fowler. Warm welcome to you both in a wonderful city, Rob. It's hosted every single superstar in sport, in music as well, and tonight it's our beloved Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. It's a great stadium, isn't it? I think, the place is lovely. I think we've all been looked after extremely well. But, I mean, what an iconic stadium for an iconic team. Brilliant.
It's going to be a great night, isn't it? New York, it's just big time.
Do you know what? It's wonderful. I don't like the big cities, I really don't, but this place seems to grip you. There's a lovely vibe about it, just walking round. The temperature at the moment is just wonderful. Even at night, it's like sort of 28 degrees. This is wonderful. But it's the people. I think it's a great place just to wander around, just to people watch. I think it's just wonderful. It's great. The stadium is just sensational.
More to come on that, and as Phil kind of alludes to there, we're expecting it to be about 25, 26 degrees by kick-off time, so easily manageable for the players. But a storm delayed them landing in New York last night. Actually meant that these lads had to do a little bit more work because there were no players here to do all the launches.
I'm not going to lie, I thought my modelling days were gone, Pete, you know what I mean? I thought they were well gone. Yeah, unfortunately, I think myself and Rushy had to fill in for the team. Couldn't be there, but you know what? I think we've done good jobs, actually.
It won't disrupt plans too much. I mean, they were due to obviously be in New York last night, have a little bit of a walk and a sleep here, but they had to go back to the hotel in Chicago.
Preparation is key for everything, isn't it? So, yeah, I mean, look, it's not ideal, of course it's not, but, you know, things happen. You know, you've got to be prepared for the eventualities of what could happen. It's not great, but it is what it is. It's a good job it's pre-season and not like a really major cup tie, but, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, they never got here last night, but they've had a long day today, haven't they, as well? So that could play a little bit of havoc with the team as well tonight.
It's great because there's a lot of young lads here, so they probably think that was the norm. You know, getting ready to go on a plane, to come here to New York. It doesn't happen. You go back to the hotel, you have to take it in your stride. It is pre-season, and it's just wonderful. All these things are sent to try you. And as young players, and so you've got to prepare in the right way. Keep yourself focused what you've got to do, and that's down to the management, the staff, and everybody, the medical department, making sure that the players are well cared for.
Those young players will be buzzing to be here, Rob, won't they? I mean, they're all obsessed with American sport these days as well. To play in an iconic stadium like that will be a big thing for them, won't it?
Well, you'd hope not as well, because obviously you want them to go out and play in big stadiums throughout their career as well, and in particular for Liverpool. You know, this is what Liverpool does for you. You know, you're playing in obviously major cities, so many fans around the world. And I think all these kids now playing in this iconic stadium, but you've got to remember they're playing for Liverpool, so you know what, you should be getting used to it.
We mentioned the kit before as well, and we get excited about new kits being brought out. The former players and us as fans are no different. It gets its debut tonight as well. You'll have seen all the pictures going around, the taxi and, New York City draped in the white and red of Liverpool, and look at him modelling there. He just looks so at home, doesn't he?
Gorgeous, aren't I?
Did you get a little thrill out of that last night? I mean, the anticipation for a new kit's always brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, look, we filled in for the last minute because we said obviously the team went there, but look, you know, always ready to step up for Liverpool, mate, when needed. So yeah, I mean, we've spoke many times about the launch of kits. You know, the start of the season is always special, isn't it? But you always look forward to the new kit and see, you know, what it's like, and you know, I got to put it on last night, so you know, okay, it's a little bit tighter than what it used to be, but
you looked well in it.
But it's great though, isn't it? Because the new kit, you're always looking, you think you don't want it to be too mad, but you want it. And I don't know why Adidas seems to get it right so often, and the kit was absolutely wonderful. But there at the event last night, walking between all the old Adidas kits and looking at it, brought back memories. You know, the green and white. Straight away, who does it remind you of? Him, Patrick Berger, and all players like that. And you just, I think kids now are more appropriate. The kids just absolutely love them, and I think Adidas have smashed it again.
To have the old badge as well, the iconic Liverpool badge.
It is, and as I say, I don't know why they just seem to get things right. It's very hard because we are, as Liverpool fans, we love our history and we love the way you don't change too much, don't you? So it's what you do. Where'd you go with a shirt? To get it right so often, I think, is testament to
I think I've just got to say what you're saying there about obviously going past, and I noticed it last night where you see the iconic kit that you played in. I mean, I went past obviously Tomo's one, it was in black and white.
I wonder whether it'll be the same as when it was when you were a player, where you had to pick at the start of the season whether you had a long or a short sleeve shirt. It's all changed since then.
Ronnie Moran wouldn't even let me have a long sleeve, even in the depths of winter. He said, if you have a long sleeve shirt, he said, you go asleep. He said, you're wearing a short sleeve shirt. And I said, but Ronnie, you let everybody else. He says, no, you're wearing a short sleeve. And I wore a short sleeve.
Did as you were told. They've been out and about in the city as well, and you went up the Empire State. Some of the lads are a little bit more nervous than others. Tash was fine up there. Was this good fun?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, we talked before about Liverpool being in such an iconic stadium, and you know, obviously Liverpool should be playing in iconic stadiums. But obviously for us to go out there and experience the sights that, you know, a normal tourist would do. But I think we're quite lucky as well, actually, because we get to go into the bits where the tourists don't see as well. So we go up, obviously, the Empire State, and we go up like an extra floor, you know, which was unbelievable. And I mean, the sights you see is unbelievable.
John Oliver was there as well.
But you see how brave he is, Robbie Fowler. This is the highest point in the Empire State Building. And you know what a little minx he can be. I was terrified. I'm walking there. And you know, we always expect, because once you got up there, you were thinking, oh yeah, I've done it, I want to get out. But then you thought, I've got to be brave, and then your mind starts taking over. And you'd expect Robbie Fowler to come and go, whoa! And it would
I'm not going to lie, Tomo. I mean, look, we've always got a little bit of history, haven't we? I mean, the amount of times you didn't play me, you nearly went over.
Although I threw you over many a time.
Waited for his moment. Yeah, John Oliver, you saw on the pitches there as well, a massive Liverpool fan. He was showing Rushy his autograph that he kept all these years and gave it to his son. Yeah,
well, funny enough, he said, because his first game was Rushy's. You remember the hat-trick game where Rushy's on a Friday night? Rushy scored against Aston Villa. I think that was John Oliver's first game. And he said he remembered going up to when he was 6 years old. I mean, to be fair, he looked a bit older than Rushy as well, doesn't he? So I mean, I was a little bit puzzled. So when he said he went over as a 6-year-old, and he actually said, "Please, Mr. Rush, can you sign this?" And he still got the autograph. Brilliant.
Should we get to the team that the manager has picked for tonight as well? And 20-odd players on duty for Liverpool. So we'll get to that team. In full. Mamardashvili in goal, Kirkez, Soboslai, who will captain this Liverpool team tonight. Continuation for Harvey Elliott. Young Abbey as well, wearing number 40. Josh Abbey get to start tonight. What an exciting occasion that will be for him. Trey Leone will get to. Luke Chambers might be asked to play in a centre-back position here tonight as well. We will discuss that in just a second. Ramsey, Calvin Ramsey at right back, and then Scanlon Kumas and Ndukwu, the young centre-back, completes the 11 for Liverpool, and there's the list of substitutes for you also. It will be interesting to see what kind of shape. We'll ask the manager in just a second, Rob, as to whether he'll ask the players to play 45 and then change the team, or do you think he might be looking for players, maybe 5-6 of them, to play an hour tonight?
I mean, you wouldn't be surprised. I think in keeping with pre-season, he wants to try and, you know, maximise the minutes for every single player. But you look at the team there, and it's obviously full of young kids in it. And I'm just thinking, it's a good chance for all of them to impress in it as well, because we know that the team needs probably players to come in. And I'm thinking of young Ramsey there as the right back. I mean, what are the positions that everyone's saying how we should be filling as a right back? But he's got a chance there, hasn't he? To go.
It's always, pre-season's always great after a World Cup or a European Championships, because you know the players are all coming back. The young lads should be excited, knowing that they're going to get an opportunity to show what they can do. And that's why the game against Sunderland, all the young players with the standout performers, the other ones, the more experienced ones, been there, seen it before. This is a great experience for young lads, and you have to grasp it. I know it's only pre-season, but you want to show the people that you have got it, what it takes to mix it with the big boys.
Yeah. When you look at the centre-backs there, we'll get on to Joe Gomez in a second, but you look at young Ify and Duku, could be up against real experience in that Wrexham front line as well. Luke Chambers being asked perhaps to play alongside him, be a big test for them.
It will be, and I can imagine Wrexham will probably go a bit long, knowing that we're a bit weak there. So, and they have a lot more height. And it's one of the things, but as the coaching staff, it'll be, you have to be ready for this. If you want to step up and you want to be with the big boys, you've got to be ready to rough it with them. So it'll be a big ask of them. Just going to say a tough ask, but you know what, you're coming here. You're playing for Liverpool now, on the big stage, Yankee Stadium. Get ready and be ready. I expect some big performances from the younger lads.
Interesting evening ahead then, and we can hear now from Andoni Iraola, who's been speaking to Susanna Fuller.
Andoni, welcome back to New York City. I know that you have some pretty fond memories of this place with your time as a player at NYCFC. What's it feel like to be back in this city, in this stadium, now as the head coach of Liverpool?
Lovely feeling, lovely feeling. It were my last days as a football player. I spent them here. And it's nice to come back. New York is an amazing city, and even coming in the position that I am right now is I feel of proud, no?
Well, after the Sunderland match, you referenced some heavy legs. Are you going to be asking anything different of the guys tonight?
I think slowly you have to get improving your performances, no? I said still we are not there. Probably we are still not there even today, so we will need more time. But we have to get improving the things that we didn't do well the first day. Today is going to be a different game, different system. Also the pitch is a little bit smaller, so it's more tricky. We have to adapt very well. But it's another challenge, another opportunity for us to get into the rhythm. They've done also Wrexham an amazing pre-season, very good wins. So it's going to be a good challenge.
What will this look like then in terms of squad rotation and managing minutes for the guys?
Yes, the starting 11, I think we have a lot of young players. We have some senior players also, with Dom captaining a little bit the team. But I think especially for the young players, it's a big challenge because they are facing Wrexham, one of the best teams last season in the championship after a good pre-season. So they could feel, no, if they can win the games, the duels, their situations against the Wrexham players, so they know where are they, or more or less.
Missing a few players. Do we have any updates on their status?
Yes, we are obviously missing Joe from the other day that got injured. We've decided the ones that just have been training, Alex, Flo, Ryan, even Jeremy, to leave them for the next game. I think they will all be involved against Leeds. And we have a work to do today with more the young players.
How creative have you had to get with your centre-back pairings?
Yeah, it's true that we are really thin right now with the centre-backs. I have to say that more Ife, now Chambers, that is not a centre-back, but we will use him there. They are helping us a lot. They are doing amazingly well, and I hope today they have also a big challenge against Smith, against Kiefer Moore later. So let's hope they continue doing it well.
Andoni, thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, the only disappointment, aside from it hampering preparations a little bit for Andoni Iraola, having played here towards the end of his career, is that he couldn't spend more time in this wonderful city. So this will be a big occasion for him tonight to reminisce almost about the old days. But first things first, Rob, he's got a team to manage here tonight, and probably the best part of 5 to 6 weeks to try and get his message across to the players.
Yeah, and look, it's a massive time for him, isn't it, in terms of getting his the way he wants his team to play, how he wants them to progress and be that offensive that we seen for Bournemouth last year. Coming to Liverpool is a massive job, we know that, but he's earned the stripes. He was fantastic last year at Bournemouth, and now he's at a big club. And it's interesting to say that he did play here, and he'll know the occasion here. But I think when he's obviously travelled over here with Liverpool, I think he'll realise sort of how big and how special this football club is. So it's a real important time pre-season for anyone.
We spent a little bit of time with him last night, Tomo, and it was fascinating to hear him speak about it, his ideology of football almost. But one thing that he was really big on this period, it's dead important for him to get across to the players what that they expect of him, his personality. He wants to create an atmosphere here.
And it is, because he's so new at it. He's so new with all the players. So pre-seasons, it's vital. Like, I know people will be going, oh, we've got to win, we've got to play a certain brand of football, and everything's got to... This, to when you're a manager and a coach, it's all about building up to get... We all want to win, but sometimes that comes secondary. It's getting the right players. And that's why we've been talking about the minutes that all managers and coaching staff log now. How many minutes have they all played? They put them all down, and it all builds up to the start of the season. He's got to get his ideas over to the players at the same time when he's just getting them for that first game of the season. And so it's a huge one for him. But I was very impressed in the Zoom call that he did with you last night. Fantastic is what his ideas of the game is. Very clear, very sort of passionate as well. And I think that is what we're all looking for, isn't it? A little bit of passion from the manager. I think we had it so long with Jurgen. I think we want to try and get back to that.
He says as well, Rob, that he understands what Liverpool fans want to see in their team, which is so important, isn't it, next season?
Yeah, I mean, it is, because last year, I mean, at times, and I don't want to obviously speak badly of Arne Slot because he won the league the year before, but at times the football was like a little bit monotonous and it was a little bit, you know, pedantic in terms of how he was playing, and, you know, the fans weren't getting anything out of that. So, but, I mean, just to go back what Tomo was saying there as well, and I think we don't want to be the club who go down, or this manager's the same as Jurgen, because I think he's got to find his own identity. I mean, I know really shouldn't say this, but if you look at Man United have struggled for years and years because every manager come in, they always compare him to Sir Alex Ferguson. So we don't want that at Liverpool. We want, obviously, Andoni to come in and find his own way and be his own man and be that, you know, that manager we want to see, which Liverpool fans deserve. You know, a front foot attacking team who are very, very intense how they play.
There's a couple of areas which he knows he's got to rectify, and it was the slowness of the build-up in what the transition, those things, but it's breaking down low blocks. There were two things which we could all see last year, so he'll know what the fans have been wanting, people have been talking to him, the players will be, media will be. How are you going to sort of rectify that? Because that's what was not great for the fans last year. We didn't enjoy it being so slow, but it's obviously for the manager to get right, particularly how you get the best when he comes in, Wtch, how he can break down defences.
Yeah, he's somebody not involved in the squad tonight. The thought being that they've done some testing, they've done a couple of training sessions, so they're best equipped to play in that Leeds United game. But what's evident here, this is on the way back from Nashville, the players arriving at their hotel back in Chicago, that, you know, the three experienced faces of Ryan Gravenberch, Alexander Isak and also Florian Wirtz gave everybody a lift, Rob, to see that experience coming back into the camp.
Absolutely, and I think you want to see that as well. And you see something about like the atmosphere. I think Liverpool is based on like family traditions and family history, and you see that all the squads seem to be getting on well together. But when you come in there and you see the big players, if you like, coming in, it's nearly ready, isn't it? And I'm glad to, because we've spoke before about Alexander Isak, and I'm glad he's here as well, because he needs a massive pre-season. I think he struggled last year because he missed the pre-season, in all fairness. We've seen him getting probably back to his normal self just before he got injured, and then he got injured. So, I mean, I want to see him sort of do well in this pre-season, because certainly as a forward, I know everything's about fitness anyway, but as a forward, it's massively important that you get your sharpness and your alertness right, because he probably needs that to kick on early.
Just from a striker's point of view, Rob, the fact that he's played in the World Cup means that this pre-season's maybe started a little bit earlier than everybody else's. Will that be good news? Will that be a positive? I
think it's a massive positive, and the simple fact is that you want him to say, I want to come in and do it, because he knows he missed it, and he knows he's probably got he's got to earn the trust and the love of the Liverpool supporters. We know he's an unbelievable player, we know that, but he's still got to go out there and earn that right. By coming in a little bit earlier shows people that he's willing to work hard.
And it is, isn't it? You know, I think when you're playing World Cups, I think if you've been injured and things like that, you only need a couple of weeks off. I've been there and done it, and you get bored. You get bored, you just want to get back in. What I loved about that, seeing all the lads coming back, was the joy. It was great that first day coming back after you've been away on your holidays or whatever you've done in pre-season, to come back with the lads and be there. It's a great buzz, and you could see the joy in everybody's faces.
there'll be little bits of things you look at now and think that was really good management from Andoni Iraola. Perhaps part of that is insisting that Virgil van Dijk stays in Liverpool and continues his pre-season. Nobody played more minutes than him last year, clocked up more air miles. Sometimes rest is the most important thing.
Absolutely, and look, we talk about the science of the game now, about Tomo mentioned before about the players, so looking after themselves. They've got everything that they've needed in terms of recuperation from minutes played, but sleep and rest and less travel is massively important as well, because that can give your body that little bit more needed energy as well.
Oh, I hated pre-season. Honestly, the running things. Now they do more ball work. You know, for the first 10 days or whatever, it was run. And you were like that. We weren't allowed to have a drink of water. And you see these lads now, they've got all energy drinks all around the training grounds. Ronnie Moran would scream at us if we had a lick of water.
You remember years ago, we used to all drink out of a teapot, didn't we? I know, like one teapot used to go around the whole squad, didn't it?
Honestly.
There's a picture that exists of you sat the same in the centre,
white
drinking out of a teapot. Let's reflect a little bit more then on the first game of this pre-season. Of course, the first game in charge of the Reds in Nashville for Andoni Iraola, and it was one that ended with a win.
Well, good evening to you from Nashville, Music City in the United States, and quite fitting that Liverpool shall play their first pre-season friendly right here. The band members may change, the band leader may change as well, but the tune they play to will always be the same. Liverpool taking on Sunderland tonight, their Premier League counterparts, for their first taste of football ahead of the 2026-27 season. And as ever, the Liverpool fans are out in full force, but they're here to see the heroes in red. Here's Elliott. Morrison takes over. Morrison's effort! Well, he had a year where he couldn't stop scoring for the under-21s. And Kieran Morrison's had it for the first team now. His start is starting to shine very, very brightly. It's a Sunderland breakaway. And it's 2-on-2. The effort. Oh, it's a fantastic strike. Well, Enzo Lefebvre made a habit of producing moments like that in the Premier League last season. It's a slip and a stumble by Frimpong. This is Proctor. A little ball that slid through, and the finish is really good. And Sunderland have the lead. Super strike. Kerkez. Lovely take and a lovely turn by Kumas. Milos Kerkez couldn't quite pick out McConnell. And the strike. Oh! Dominic Szoboszlai's back. Oh, isn't he back? He just loves a brilliant goal. He's got one on the opening day of pre-season. Leone. Ramsey high in support. Clever ball. Chiesa. Liverpool goal. Brilliantly made by Calvin Ramsey. Marvellously finished as well by Federico Chiesa. Liverpool have it back. Leone. Chiesa's touch. Szoboszlai. Kumas. It's another excellent Liverpool goal.
A lot of things to correct. Obviously, it's the first day. You could feel heavy legs. The players, they've been training, so we lack some freshness, but it will give us a good starting point to improve things.
I imagine that's one of those days that you dreamt about for a long time.
Definitely, especially under the new manager. The first goal under pre-season feels very good, and I'm proud.
Yeah, well, there you go. That was a reflection on a wonderful place in Nashville where Liverpool got the pre-season underway, and he was very open about it afterwards, Tom. You can't read an awful lot into the first performance, heavy legs, the travel that goes with it, but he'll be happy with the second half comeback. Yeah,
it was. The second half was great. No, it was the great thing. Looking at clips of it, I didn't watch the game at the time, but it was the amount, certainly in the second half, the amount of forward balls That's what I'm saying, is to such as what they say, split the lines. And young Naoni, Trey was just whipping it in as early as he could. Players don't get time to adjust. Get it forward, get it wide, get that good movement. One of the goals was just absolutely different class. So it's nice, we want to see more of that, but it's going to be, don't expect it to happen all the time and it's keep on going. We'll have to dig in at times. We've got a lot of young lads, so it'll be interesting again today. It'll be a different opposition.
You know what, just to add from that as well, you know what I liked about it, Tomo, as well, and it's probably last year whenever we went behind. I know it's pre-season and you can't get carried away, obviously, but we went behind last year and we looked like a beaten team quite a number of times last year. But straight away, there's a little bit of character shown by coming from behind to win the game. So, OK, there's moments in the game that you probably think, oh, that doesn't happen in the season. But there was lots of positives in terms of the way they moved the ball forward. They were a little bit more controlled and a little bit measured in the way they went forward as well.
Did you see the goal, what we scored there, the last one? The pass and the movement was done so quick. Everybody seemed to be in tune. The ball's gone forward, it's been played round the side. Everybody's moving off it. It's a great footy goal because it's just pass and move, pass and move. It was brilliant.
John Barnes was on the podcast talking about the identity. He wanted to see a clear identity of Liverpool with and without the ball in these pre-season games. Are we any clearer from what you've just said there? You would maybe indicate that we are.
I think there was moments. I mean, I think we've got to be careful about not judging them too much on that first game. I think we've seen an idea of how we want to play. I think that's obvious. More controlled in terms of the identity when players were going forward. There always seemed to be someone like being aware of what was around them. I think last year when we watched Liverpool under obviously Arne Slot, the midfielders ran forward a little bit too much and sort of maybe one of the times when Virgil probably looked exposed at the time because he had no one in front of him. So I think I want to see that. So that's the identity I want to see. I don't want everyone to be too gung-ho. There's still got to be a way of playing in terms of being controlled at the back when you go forward, and I want to see that today.
Jürgen had his gegenpress. That went missing last season for some reason. The press, the high press, trying to win the ball back early, just seemed to disappear. In the back end of when we won the league, you could see that happening. Players got lazy, or they didn't understand what was expected of them. And I think we've got to get back that as a team. When the front lads are going, the midfield is coming, the back lads are pushing up as well. We lost that side of our identity last season.
We've talked about it over and over again about the importance of an uninterrupted pre-season, and the great disappointment from that game was seeing Joe Gomez go off in its infancy, the match.
Yeah, I mean, I feel so sorry for Joe because, I mean, we all love him around the club, don't we? I mean, he's a wonderful, wonderful player, and the experience he has is vital for what we might need in a minute. We've got two young centre-halves. But Joe's had a real chance maybe to stake a claim there and show the manager that he's the man to fill in that void of Kanate. But in keeping with Joe, I mean, he just seems to get little aches and niggles in different parts of his body. And I mean, Tommy, you'll know as well, you get injured in one place and you try and rectify that, then you get aches and pains and niggles in another one. And Joe seems to be that player, doesn't he?
You start to feel embarrassed. You could see Joe there sitting down as though, not again. And it's, you know, the cameras are on you and you just think, oh no, and you know what people are going to be saying. And it's like that in the Plymouth game when he tried to run after the ball and he went, you could see him. And it happens time and time again. And Robbie's quite right. He'll have thought, I could be in the team. If I'm in the team on the opening game, the Premier League, I could stake my claim for a couple of months to come. And that'll be a massive disappointment to Joe because when they keep reoccurring, then it's a massive issue.
Let's hope it's a precaution, but he'll want 4 fit centre-backs, senior centre-backs to go into the season, won't he? Jackie is obviously the future and the now as well, Leone the same.
But the kids aren't the lads who come in. And look, the good players obviously, but you still need that bit of experience there. Obviously Virgil's not here, so you're playing with 2 young centre-halves, one who's not necessarily a centre-half. So you're probably a little bit unstuck there. So you probably needed Joe Gomez, didn't you, really, to come in and be that lead and that focal point at the back. But he has a little thing, Joe, doesn't he, all the time, and some players will want to play through an injury, but any time he has a little bit of an ache or pain, he wants to go off, doesn't he? And I'm not having a go at him by any means, but that's because his body, he knows his body better than anyone.
I think it just hits him, doesn't it? You go like that and you think, oh, it's here again. You do get nervous. I had my injuries, and at times you do get nervous about it. How you actually sprint when you're coming back from a muscle injury. No, and you amble towards things, and that's the worst thing that you can do. You've got to just keep going. That's how you build up that little bit of sort of parts of your body that can withstand it.
We'll keep our fingers crossed for Joe. Just a reminder that for Liverpool's pre-season campaign, we've got you covered. The Andoni Iraola era is well underway as the Reds' US tour moves on to New York and Chicago. And then it's back to Merseyside for 2 games at Anfield and the behind-closed-doors match at the AXA to wrap up preparations ahead of a new Premier League campaign. You can watch Liverpool's remaining pre-season games live this summer online, on the club app and via connected TVs with All Red Video. They're also running a 2-week free trial. Head to video.liverpoolfc.com to sign up. And of course, those matches will also be live on LFC TV. There's a lovely atmosphere building inside this iconic stadium, the Yankee Stadium here in New York. Let's get out and about with the fans. Susanna has been with them.
Guys, so we are outside Billy's Bar in the Bronx. Yankee Stadium is literally right there. This is a big meeting point ahead of Yankees games, and I just happened to find 2 of the most fabulous Liverpool fans that I have met on this preseason tour. We have Amy, Kate, and Reagan. I met them in Nashville. They are from California. They are best friends, and they are doing this whole tour together. Ladies, I love it so much. First of all, did Liverpool bring you 2 together, or was one of you a Liverpool fan first?
We met 10 years ago through all of this, through Liverpool. So yeah, that's how we became best friends, is 10 years ago, supporting the club. I've been supporting it for almost 30 years.
And we travel the world, and we go to Anfield, and we go to summer tours, and we're crazy. We're crazy Liver girls.
We love them, so yeah.
And so now you are in New York City. As I mentioned, ran into you both in Nashville. How was the Nashville experience for you? Because I think
Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible to have to go to bed at 4 a.m. every night with a smile on my face, because I'm amidst. Look at my red people. Look at my red family. Amazing.
It was amazing. It was so much fun, and to see all the fans from everywhere you go, you see all these people that are like you, that are fans, and you get to watch the game and see all the youngsters come up from the ranks, and and they won 4-2, so it was cool. It was the first time you got to. It's the first time that you got to see the glimpse of what the future is. So that's exciting.
And I am joined by Mark and his son Conway. You're from Liverpool. Yeah. You made the trip all the way to New York City to be here today. How special has this experience been?
Incredible. We actually moved over from Liverpool over to New Jersey. So we just drove across.
We just
drove across the bridge.
How convenient for you that your team is playing in your hometown now.
Yeah, I got my season ticket when I was 11 years old, so I grew up on the Cop. So I used to go home and away with Liverpool, and then obviously when they come over to America, any chance we get, we want to go. So last time we were here, we went to see them play Manchester City where they just played the World Cup final at MetLife. So we had that was his first game to watch Liverpool beat City. So it was an incredible experience.
All right, so talk about this game today against Wrexham. Obviously it's preseason, so we're working things out, trying to see what we're going to look like with a new manager in place. But who are some of the players that you're excited to see?
Any of the young up-and-coming talent, really. So I know a lot of the main roster aren't here because they've been involved in the World Cup. But any of the young players, what do you think? What do you want to see?
Who's your players?
Rion Gamal or Sabrizlai.
And Gravenberch, right?
Yeah.
If Gravenberch is here today.
Yeah.
But yeah, any of the current roster, as long as they're wearing a Liverpool shirt, we're here to cheer them on. We don't care who we see.
Welcome to New York.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. I love it. It's a wonderful place. I've been here before, obviously, but who'd have thought years ago that you'd be watching Liverpool play Wrexham in the Yankee Stadium? What a story that is.
What are you guys looking forward to the most ahead of this new season?
Well, I've done pre-season many times, and that is important. No injuries, very, very important. All the squad to be fit, healthy for when the new season starts, and to be a better season than it was last year. That's all. As long as there's improvement, that's all Liverpool need, and let's hope that Wrexham can improve their position. They've done ever so well. Just nearly got promotion this year, so maybe they can go one better this year.
Yeah, great to see Macca out in New York enjoying himself as ever. We're at the Yankee Stadium, which is host of what we're hoping is going to be another really good night for the Reds tonight as they take on Wrexham. Now, 6 years ago, people would have thought you were mad to think that Liverpool would be playing Wrexham in New York, but their revival in recent years is straight out of a Hollywood script, almost literally. Becky Davis has been taking a closer look at the rise of a one-time Welsh sleeping giant.
The American dream has become reality for Wrexham. From non-league tier 5 to the championship in the space of just 5 years. It's rags to riches with a huge pinch of Hollywood. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney had a vision and a storytelling ability that gripped its worldwide audience and the players they wanted to sign. They wanted the Premier League in double quick time.
Rob McElhenney told me on the call when he first spoke to me that they wanted to be in the Championship within 5 years, and well, the way he said it and the way he had full belief in it instilled me with belief.
They've earned their trust fairly quickly. They delivered on all the promises they kind of laid out from the beginning, and lo and behold, here we are several years later, 3 promotions and a couple of internationals to boot. So yeah, happy days. It's just been a crazy ride, really.
Paul Mullin got 110 goals in 172 games at Wrexham. He got 47 in the 22-23 campaign and 3 promotions on the bounce. He thinks the Premier League and Wrexham are now made for each other.
Goals win games, so if you can add another forward in there who can get over 20 goals in the season, there's no reason why we can't be up there.
The Yankee Stadium is used to Liverpool, a club with the fastest growing US fan base of anyone in the Premier League. But Wrexham, well, they have some pull now too. Paul Mullin's only regret is that he won't be there to sample it.
They've been lovely to play in, and obviously you always want to play against your team. It's still my dream now as a 31-year-old to walk out at Anfield. Hopefully this season, or one of the ones that are left in me, if it manages to happen, but to have done it in America would have been unbelievable.
Yeah, to play Liverpool, you know, with so many links to the past and the future there, and it's going to be an amazing occasion and an iconic venue as well. It's going to be amazing.
I think it'll be a good game, looking forward to it, obviously. I do think it'll be a tight affair. I think over the years, a lot of Wrexham games are always tight, they're always in it, and as you've seen against Chelsea earlier in the season, and last season in the FA Cup, it was a really good cup tie, and I think the pre-season game will be exactly the same.
What feels likely is that this won't be lower league opposition for Liverpool for too much longer.
Yeah, what a story it has become. Paul Mullin, that you saw in the video there, was on the lookout for his next club, but he signed for Rotherham today, so that's his next stop. But a Wrexham hero and a big Liverpool fan. It was good that he could speak to us on the lead-up. But this story, Rob, if anybody would have said to you about Wrexham 6 years ago where they'd be now, you'd have probably been laughed out of the place.
I mean, it's a magnificent story, isn't it? I think when you think 6 years ago you were playing in the National League in the UK, I mean, the rise has been nothing short of astronomical. Everything about the football club to like the economy is all boosted. The stadium's getting revamped, redone. The players who've come into it, everything about them. I know on one of your scripts there you're talking about like it's literally Hollywood, and it's a movie, isn't it? I mean, you don't see that ever in football, ever. Brilliant.
Do you like the story, Tom? Because it's not for everybody, is it?
It is. It gives everybody hope to see what they've done to come from there. And the 2 lads who bought them, they're properly invested in it. It's not done from far away. They'll go for pints, they'll go to the pub with everybody. They're so invested in it. Do you know who hates the pair of them? My mate Jeff Stelling. Because you know what he were going to buy?
Oh, Hartlepool.
Hartlepool. And they binned it. Jeff always calls it the Northeast Riviera. but they've been them, and he hates the pair of them. But they've been wonderful. They are wonderful owners, and it is a great story. What is it? We are Wrexham or something. It's just great show.
He's described this, Rob, this game tonight, Ryan Reynolds, as far beyond the pinch me moment. It's a punch me moment. Liverpool are as big as it gets. That would have been a pipe dream as well, playing Liverpool in New York.
Yeah, I mean, we played Wrexham, you know, at the racecourse ground in previous, years when they were not as big as what they are. But we've talked about, Wrexham coming here, playing an iconic stadium, playing Liverpool in this unbelievable stadium. But you see the Hollywood script there when you talk about Ryan Reynolds is absolutely spot on. He's nailed it there. But they're Hollywood now themselves, and you look at the staff they've got. I mean, the amount of players they've got in the squad, the amount of staff who come up with them. It's an incredible journey they've been on.
Is there an air of inevitability that they will be a Premier League team before too long?
You feel that. I was glad they didn't come up last year. I really was, because I thought this is happening too quickly. I think you've got to continue to grow a little bit before you go. You don't want to go up there, get battered, i.e. Swansea, come right the way up and go right the way back down. I don't think it'll happen with these two boys, but I just think they will eventually make it. And little Wrexham, I said to Robbie when we were up there in the gods, I said, we're playing Wrexham in the Yankee Stadium in New York. You would never have dreamt it. You'd have to punch somebody to make them realise you're having a dream.
In terms of the football example or the football test that they will present Liverpool with today, they're already 3 games in. They've got a couple of Premier League wins under their belt as well.
I think it'll be a real test for Liverpool as well. And we talked before about Wrexham, and they've got their own story, but they beat Man United this year, this pre-season. They beat Leeds. I mean, what are the scouts to try and beat Liverpool? So I think they have a way of playing, they have a style of playing. And I think, I disagree with Tom about them going long. I think there'll be occasions where they will go long. But they have a way of playing. So you talk about like Liverpool having a style, or Liverpool want to get a style. I think Wrexham have had a style for a good number of years under Phil Parkinson. And I mean, what an occasion this is for them, and even for the managers to showcase their style against Liverpool and try and control the game the way they play.
Parker's done well, and they've stuck by him, because they've given quite a few managers the bullet on the journey. But he's done really well. He seems to create an identity with them. He never gets too high when they're winning. You don't see him sort of shout from the rooftops how well we've done. He's nice and composed. He realises where they are and how much this means to him.
Let's take a look at Phil Parkinson's lineup then. 7 changes from their game against Leeds at the weekend. They've got former Red Danny Ward in goal for them. Look out for the key man to watch up front as well. Sam Smith, who's their record signing. A bit of a live wire, and supported by Ollie Rathbone, an attacking midfield player. Josh Windass, you'll have seen him around as well. He's played in the top flight in Scotland, their top scorer last season. And on the bench, Kiefer Moore, Nathan Broadhead, Bailey Cadamartri, 21 years of age, signed in January from Sheffield Wednesday as well. You look at the likes of Kiefer Moore. We were talking about the young centre-backs before, Tomo. You imagine he'll want to try and throw them around a little bit if he gets the chance tonight.
Done throughout the years, you've seen what he's done for Wales. He knows what it's great. I love players who know the limitations, and he's like that. Look, get it in and around the box, I'll hold it up. Get in and around the box, get the crosses into the box, and he'll bully people. He doesn't care whether it'll be Virgil van Dijk or one of the young lads tonight. He wants to bully them. So he's a very impressive young man.
Nice screen test for the centre-backs.
Absolutely. So we talk about him wanting to bully the centre-backs, but the centre-backs being young, and they'll want to showcase what they've got as well, about they're not overawed and they're ready for a big occasion. And it's got to be the night for them as well. So as much as they're coming up against, if he comes on, that experienced centre-forward, they've got to. This is what you've got to deal with. This is big boy football now.
Chance of a little bit of rain, there's a little bit of cloud overhead, but temperatures are perfect for this Liverpool team tonight. About 25, 26 degrees at the moment. So it may be a bit of a cliche, but wherever you are in the world, you probably run into a Liverpool fan, and that was true when our legends took a bit of sightseeing at one of New York's most iconic attractions.
Ellis, John Oliver. What are you doing here?
Well, you know, I live up here. I live just in I have a little tent on the corner. Yeah, just here, yeah. They let immigrants come up here and stay. Yeah, it's an amazing place. I haven't actually been up here. You and I were all seeing this at the same time.
How long have you been out here?
I've been here for 20 years now.
Wow.
I know. I've got little American children. But having them look up at you and say, "Hey, Dad, how you doing?" Like little John Wayne's.
What's the actual Liverpool link with yourself?
So my whole family is from Liverpool. My grandparents on both of my mum and dad's sides, they're from Wtch in the Wirral. I want to take my kids there.
Get back,
Yeah,
them in.
yeah, it was not a choice for me about what team, and it wasn't for them. They'll have other choices in their life, but they must support Liverpool.
So who was your favourite then, growing up?
I liked...
Oh, nice.
I liked Ian very much.
Yeah.
All of you guys, it meant so much to me over the years. And, you know, it's been amazing to grow up with the team and to inject it now into little kids as well.
What was your first ever game?
It was at Villa Park. It'd been 80 like 4.
You scored a hat-trick then?
It was that was the first game
That
on
wasn't me,
BBC
like it.
Live.
Yeah, he just every time I went to see him, he'd score a minimum of 3. I met you in this must have been when I was like 6 years old or something, in a hotel, and you'd signed to John, best wishes, Ian Rush. I carried that signature around me my whole life. Oh. So yeah, thanks for being nice. My little 6-year-old has got it now. I've handed it off to him. Yeah.
You can do another one, can't you?
Yeah. Please, I'll come up again the way I did last time. Mr. Rush. Yeah. Yeah. Please, Mr. Rush. How many times have you guys been out to New York?
I've been a few times. You've been quite a lot, haven't you?
I've been quite a few.
It is an amazing city, and obviously, there are so many historical ties with Liverpool here as well, especially with being two, cities built on docks.
Do you actually live in New York?
Yeah, I live just over there. You can almost see my apartment on the other side of
To be
this.
fair, you can see everywhere from here.
I mean, that is true. It's not a big brag, is it? Yeah, that's a bit... You can see the entire tri-state area.
The game in New York against Wrexham, you looking forward to that?
Very much so, yeah. It'll be great to see not just the game in general. I'm really excited to see what the first little senses of what Iriola's football is going to look like. It feels like more than most pre-season games, it's going to be fascinating to watch. And it'll be my lads' first game. If I can get them along, it'll be their first game. So.
Do you know anyone who can get any tickets, like?
Why, do you want to sell a few?
Well, let's hear from inside the Liverpool squad now. Susanna has been catching up with Harvey Elliott.
Harvey, your second start in as many matches. How good does it feel to be back with these guys and getting some minutes in?
Oh, it's incredible. Especially after last season. Being back here since the first day I've walked in, the smile's back on my face, and to be able to wear the kit again, the training kit, be around, the guys that are on the pitch, and especially, the new staff. Feels like a fresh start, I'm very excited for the season ahead, to see what's to come, and as you said, getting a second start of the season, in this pre-season tour, it's incredible. I just need to keep working, and keep pushing myself on to get myself 100% again.
We've got a new head coach, a new style of play. How do you feel like the team has been adapting?
Of course, it's hard. Whenever a new manager comes in, it's very hard to adapt straight away. So, we saw it in the first game. There were a few mistakes that, just in terms of timings and, where we should be. But, that's normal. I think the style of play is incredible for the players. It's really enjoyable to be involved in, and, to be able to replicate on the pitch from what the manager asks. And, we just need to keep learning. We need to keep learning his way, his style, and making sure that, come the start of the season, we've perfected it, which I'm sure we will. We have a lot of time until then, and, just to keep enjoying, learning and enjoying the way.
Well, you guys are going to be facing a Wrexham side that has had quite a remarkable trajectory over the past few seasons. I imagine they're going to be very excited to face a big club like Liverpool. What are you expecting from them?
I think with all due respect, Wrexham are a massive club as well. It's going to be a very tough test. I think, you know, we need to take our hats off to them for what they've achieved in the last couple of seasons. You know, it's been incredible. They've come out of nowhere, and you know, they're, in my opinion, a really big team. And you know, today's going to be another tough test, as it was the other game against Sunderland. And you know, it's a great opportunity for us to go out and, you know, hopefully showcase our talent and our ability, and you know, doing that against the best teams, and you know, in the hardest teams. You know, it's always a nice feeling to really challenge yourself and test you, and you know, today's going to be another one of them.
Great to see you back. Thanks so much for the time. Appreciate it.
Yeah, an interesting night for Harvey Elliott. We'll get to him in a moment, but it's friends reunited. Peter Crouch alongside his former strike partner in Robbie Fowler. Great to see you in New York. Where else would you rather be, eh?
Oh, man, honestly, I've been out for the whole World Cup. I was doing a bit of that in 6 weeks, and then I found out obviously Liverpool were playing, and I couldn't. You know, my family are here, and I brought all the kids down to watch them play. So I couldn't miss it really.
Good insight as well, Crouchy. We've been talking about the new manager. You watched a lot of games of his last season as Bournemouth manager. How excited are you about him being the Liverpool boss?
Yeah, really excited. Like I say, I saw the goals from the other day, but I haven't seen them play live yet. So obviously the first opportunity to see them. But yeah, it looks exciting. He was incredible with Bournemouth last season, and yeah, looking forward to see what he can do now.
You've been here all World Cup?
I've been the whole World Cup, mate. I think I'm like American now, Tom.
To be fair,
I've started talking differently.
I'm actually glad you said. I'm looking at you over with the cap on there. I thought you was that big, tall American fella there.
Honestly, I've just loved it. Like, obviously the World Cup, you know, going to the England games is a real privilege. The stadiums are just insane, and yeah, I've kind of prolonged it by bringing the family out. I don't really want to go home, to be quite honest, but it's a bit of a shame, obviously, with Ab. She thought she was going on holiday, and I brought her to a football match.
We were talking about how unreal the Wrexham story is, Crouchy, but did you ever have visions of your life turning this way after football?
No, you never know, do you? I mean, you know, I really enjoy what I'm doing now. I feel blessed and privileged to be in stadiums like this, and you know, obviously speak to you lads and stuff. Like, yeah, I feel very lucky, really. Like, having been out here for the whole World Cup and calling it work just feels, you know, great. And obviously to be here again, you see how many Liverpool fans are here today in New York. Wherever you go, they're represented. So yeah, it's always nice, and I've certainly enjoying what I'm doing now.
What actually are you doing now?
No idea, really. I'm just what I'm doing, Tomo. I'm getting away with murder, and somehow you know, I've just prolonged that.
What was he like in the dressing room?
Brilliant. I mean, lively. To be fair, we had a good dressing room. To be fair, I mean, some of the stories. It's gone 10 o'clock back home, hasn't it? You can tell. But he's lively. I think every dressing room needs a Crouchy. And what you see now is exactly the way he was in the dressing room. He's lively.
Do you know what? I watched Robbie, right? You know, hero of mine, right? So when he came back under Rafa, that for me was just, it was amazing. And we ended up rooming together as well, and it was brilliant to have him back.
We roomed together in the 2007 Champions League final. Honestly, we were in. You can imagine him. His feet were hanging out of bed. That song, he's big, he's red. His feet hanging out. But we remember the toilet, the shower.
Yeah.
You could go to the toilet, have a wash, and have a shower at the same time. Honestly.
It was brilliant. Honestly, because they say, listen, don't meet your heroes. But Robbie was he was a legend to me. But great lad as well. We got on well.
What's key to being accepted in a dressing room then? Because wherever you went, you were so popular, weren't you? Was that something that you were kind of conscious about, or were you just yourself and people loved you for it?
Well, I think, first and foremost, it's about working hard. You tell me, Tomo, but it's about once people see you pulling your weight. You know, I was never going to get away with, you know, not working hard, and I think people could see that.
Well,
and also, I like to have a laugh.
You looked like you enjoyed every moment, whether it was playing, whether it was training. As you say, we've been talking about dressing rooms. If you've got a good dressing room, you've always got a chance. And you've always got characters. Robbie's talking about you, talking about Robbie. We had Terry McDermott and people like that who sort of kept the dressing room alive all the time. I think it's so important.
Do you know what? I couldn't understand people that don't smile when they score and, you know, like, don't enjoy it. Like every day I felt privileged, like, especially when you're at a club like Liverpool.
You'd have had me longer if you'd have played me.
Just got to finish off with this, Crouchy, because we see you at games and you sat behind the Liverpool dugout, desperately trying not to celebrate the goals when you're there as a neutral.
Well, it's hard, you know, like, because all my kids now, they all want to support Liverpool. There was no way we were going home. They want, you know, their mum's a Scouser. You know, I played for the club, and I think once you play for Liverpool, it just touches you, doesn't it? Like, I'm from London, but I feel like every time I go back to Liverpool, I always feel like that's a part of me as well. You know, my kids are half Scouse. You know Ab's dad as well. You have a beer or two with him.
He was a good friend of mine many years ago, and the mum, she played netball with my missus in St Gregory's in Kirby.
You used to go watch them?
Pardon?
You used to go watch them?
All the time.
Great to see you, Crouchy. Thanks for coming to say hello. Peter Crouch is a superstar. Now we're working Susanna hard today. She's made her way upstairs and she's speaking to a Red you might just recognise.
You just never know who you're going to run into at Yankee Stadium. This is the host of Last Week Tonight, John Oliver, who just happens to also be a huge Liverpool fan. Yes. You're getting ready to take this in. What do you think of the scene here?
It's very, very exciting to be here. It's very exciting to see them. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they look like at this early stage. And it's my kids' first Liverpool game, so this is an amazing moment.
So what have you told your kids about being a Liverpool fan, and kind of like what that looks like, what it means?
Well, I guess for them, like, it's especially like it's connected to the city because that's where my family come from, right? So there's a big connection. My granddad had season tickets going way back, so I was trying to explain to them today how I got in trouble for. You remember that goal Ian Rush scored in the FA Cup final where he hit the camera? One of the most amount of trouble I got in was putting my dad's camera in our back garden at the side of the goal and trying to hit it. And he was not thrilled about that. No, it didn't go down very well.
Okay, so you had an opportunity to hang out with Ian Rush yesterday at the top of the Empire State Building? Okay, so you're probably used to people like fangirling over you. Like, how much were you fangirling over Ian Rush?
I showed the video to my 8-year-old of me meeting Ian, and he said, "Why are you acting so weird?" And I said, "I thought I played it pretty cool." And he said, "No, he said, "You don't seem like you can work out what words you're about to say." I went, that's depressingly astute for an 8-year-old. Yeah.
I mean, that's a sign of a true fan, though. I completely get it.
He's a massive Mets fan, so I explained to him that Ian Rush is my Pete Alonso, and then he went, now I see why that would be a problem. Yeah.
All right, so you said you're excited to see what this team looks like under Iraola. What are you hoping for, just in terms of like style of play and maybe some players that can be unleashed this season?
Exactly. In terms of style of play, I think most Liverpool fans just loved hearing the word vertical from Iraola. Never has the word vertical been so welcome. But also just in terms of like the hard pressing in the videos of training, it does seem to be a different level of intensity. I'm really excited to see whether Iraola can get out of Kirkitz for Liverpool what he got out of him for Bournemouth. So I think the pressure and the intensity is what I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, John Oliver's had a great time amongst all of his Liverpool favourites. Susanna catching up with him here ahead of the big game tonight. Now, this is our third visit to the Yankee Stadium, but there was a fella stood not too far away from me that remembers this stadium for very special reasons. Say it quietly, back in 1976. Take up the story, Tomo.
Oh, it was wonderful when I knew we were coming here to the Yankee Stadium. It brought back so many memories. I played 42 times. This is the pitch. And what we did before the game, we were playing Italy and we tossed up before the game. So if we were defending that end, we could wear moulded soles. And here's me, like it was... This comes over from a corner kick from Gordon Hill. Oh, like a salmon.
Oh, what a goal.
Do you know who's the goalkeeper? The famous Dino Zoff.
I think it was a Gordon Hill, you say?
That was Gordon Hill, yeah.
I think he got a touch, you know.
How special was this, though, in all seriousness, scoring in the Yankee Stadium, your first and only international goal?
And it was great coming back here, good, sort of great memories looking round. And I was thinking, where is it? Because they put turf down here where the diamond is. So, but then we had to play on it. It was just quite surreal.
You know what, I mean, Tomo telling me the story, and I went, have you got the goal? I went, try and find it, so he looked it up and showed me it. And he went, I've never seen this before, and genuinely right. You can see the smile on his face when it's going. It's like a real brilliant moment, actually.
Yeah, likes that.
42 caps, 1 goal.
We have to say, when he described the goal, it was an awful lot further out than in reality when we saw it on the video. We're inside the Yankee Stadium, and we're not too far away from kick-off now. We heard Tomo just a moment or two ago from Harvey Elliott, and by his own admission, big pre-season for him. He's delighted to be back with his mates inside this Liverpool team, but first and foremost, he might feel as though he's got a bit of a point to prove for next season.
Well, he will as well, because I know Harvey, and he would have hated to have had to move on from Liverpool, but he had to do it for his own career. But the slate's been wiped clean here. Everybody's got a chance, so it's up to Harvey to grasp it. Harvey can be a match winner. He can see a patch. He's very creative. He needs to do it more often, and that's what you're always wanting from it. So it's a big moment. It's a big pre-season, and he needs to show the new manager that he can be a part of this team.
It's funny you're saying a part of the team as well. I mean, I think he should be here because he needs to be part of the squad as well. Well, that's one of the things that's been thrown at Liverpool for a long time. The first 11's normally been all right, but then the squad's not really had the depth to sort of compete. So I think you need players like Harvey Elliott, not just to come in, and play the team, but necessarily to come in and be a squad player as well.
Well, here you go. It's the big moments as Liverpool and Wrexham come out. Let's hand over to our match commentator for this evening to John Bradley.